Hello guys, and welcome to Monkey Island 2 Special Edition, Woodchuck's Revenge. So, yeah, I just finished Monkey Island 1 and I decided I wanted to play more, so I'm gonna play Monkey Island 2. I'm gonna state here that this does have developers commentary and stuff. I'm not gonna show that. If you guys are interested in this kind of stuff, just let me know and I'll just make a separate series which will have the developer's commentary just in separate videos without me talking over it and interrupting the game, because from what I've seen they're fairly lengthy and I don't want to waste your guys' time. So without further ado, I think it's ado, let's get into the game.
Well, Guybrush Threepwood, you do turn up in the strangest places.
Yes, he does.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out?
How did you get into this mess?
It's kind of a long story.
Oh, that's okay. I've got time.
Well, it all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Yeah.
Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island.
Why is it called Scab Island? What the hell?
So I bust into the church and say, "Now you're in for it, you bilious bag of barnacle bait." And then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy! I can't take it anymore!"
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Don't you have any new stories?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure.
Treasure?
The biggest treasure of them all.
Treasure?
A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
Treasure?
You mean
Big whoop.
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
I love the Chuck. Okay, Monkey Island 2, new and improved.
Ha! Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
Oh, we actually have new graphics. Yeah, we're still in the cutscene. Part 1. The larger embargo. I cannot talk today. Seriously, it's terrible. I actually have a loading screen, jeez. Okay, what do we have? Riches.
This may be a lot of money, but it's nothing compared to how rich I'll be when I find Big Whoop. I think I'm pretty well prepared financially for now. I should be set for the whole trip with this. This should be plenty of money to charter a ship. Look at all this. I've got enough to buy my own ship in 5 different currencies. I'll be traveling first class on this treasure hunt. Sure took a long time to save all this.
How did he get all this?
No more part-time circus work for me.
How did he get
Of course, this is only a fraction of what I'll have after I find Big Whoop.
How did he get all this money?
Where do you think you're going, fancy pants? You ain't from these parts, are you? This is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
Who's gonna make me, shorty?
Tough guy, huh?
Help! Police!
Scream as loud as you want. There's no police on Scab Island.
Then who keeps up the law and maintains order?
I'm the only law on this island.
Whoa!
Hey, you're loaded. This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Largo Legrand.
Largo Legrand.
Tough town. I guess I should have got those traveler's checks.
Yeah. I like the new icon for the mouse. It's pretty cool. Let's see what's in here. Sign filter. Oh. What?
Yeah?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and would chuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
Nice.
What's the problem with that Largo guy?
He really goes against my grain. I'd like to make an end table out of him, but I don't have the guts. With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do this island some good.
Like an all-night tattoo parlor?
No, like a voodoo doll of Largo Legrand.
Oh. Nice apron. Are you some sort of chef?
No, I'm a woodsmith, which gives one of us an excuse for dressing funny.
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Does he have all kinds of stuff here? Hammer.
It
Oh.
says Woody.
That's me.
Oh, there's a fancy new menu. Push, use, look up.
What do you think you're doing? It's not a toy.
Nice sturdy workbench.
Everything's laid out just how I need it. Oh, no, you don't. Everything's laid out just how I need it.
What a cute little stool.
It's adjusted to my height.
Wow, aren't you snappy?
Get your hands away from there. It's adjusted to my height. Get away from there. It's adjusted to my height.
There's a lot
Comfortable
of,
looking chair.
It's not for sale.
there's a lot of interaction in this. I'm amused. I said look at, not walk through. Look at time. I like this game.
Help wanted. 1 week's salary in advance. Inquire below.
Okay. Let's see what's down here. I'm helpful.
What is he using to clean those glasses? Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
How's business?
It's just terrible. No one ever comes down here anymore. Largo's got all my regulars spooked. You know, I can mix any drink there is, make anything you could name, but I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good.
What's that?
A voodoo doll of Largo Legrand. You there! Uh-oh.
Give me my usual and put it in a real glass.
Ew.
Fork over the dough or you'll be serving Bloody Marys for a week. From your nose.
That's all I have.
Well, you better have more tomorrow, or we might have to move this stump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean.
What an asshole. Can I
Boy,
stab him?
you just gave him all your money?
I don't want to talk about it.
I want
Excuse
that
me.
one.
Yeah, boy?
Want to see my scar?
Depends. Is there a good story behind it?
As a matter of fact, there is. It's a story of the ghost pirate LeChuck and his gruesome demise.
Heard it. This is the one where he drinks too much root beer and burps so hard he explodes, right?
Not exactly.
Frankly, I don't care much for stories that promote moderation in drinking. I do have a business to run, you know.
I saw your sign outside. What's the job?
Oh, yeah. I really should take that thing down.
Aw.
I hired a new cook just this morning. But if things don't work out with him, I'll let you know.
Okay, so we have to get rid of the cook.
Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred.
Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead.
I'm old enough. Look at my beard.
Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book. Tell you what, I'll let you have some near grog. Doesn't have any alcohol in it, but it's just as nasty smelling and foul tasting as that stuff grown-ups drink.
Right on.
Oh, wait. What am I saying? I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry.
Rats.
Of course, if you have some ID.
Who's Kate?
Who's this cake person you mentioned?
Ah, the courageous Captain Kate Capsize. Tough as steel, sharp as nails. She rents her ship out, does some freelance pirating. Her only loyalty is to the highest bidder. Don't get on her bad side.
It's a she. I'll get on her bad side.
Nice place you have here. Well, see ya.
Let's go talk to that
Hey,
chef.
hired help only.
What's this?
It reads JoJo, appearing nightly, no cover charge. Better leave it there. Don't want to hurt business. I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced. I should have listened to my mother.
Oh,
I should have practiced.
booze. Look at booze. I love booze.
Nice.
Anything else? Pick up. I'm gonna just pick it up.
I don't want to touch it with my hands. Largo's been here. That's sick.
Do you have anything to use it with? Nope. Oh, he got rid of all my... that fucker. That fucker got rid of all my money. I'm gonna kill his face off. Anything else? There's a sign, there's a door, there's a ship. Let's go through this door.
What a dinky little door.
Hello.
Hello.
Reminds me of a dollhouse I once had. I mean, my, sister once had. It's a pile of blank paper. Nice map.
Not for sale, though.
Let's talk to him.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes. Hi there.
Stop.
Can I help you?
Nope.
Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood, LeChuck busting stud.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that didn't work.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Excuse me. Do you know anything about Big Whoop?
Uh-oh. Who sent you here? I should warn you. I'm heavily armed.
Nobody sent me. I'm freelance.
You better not try for my files. All my research on Big Whoop is in there.
Can I see your files?
Actually, there's not anything in them. I haven't really been able to find out much hard information. What do you know about it?
I know its location is a mystery.
You mean you never heard of the 4 men who buried it?
No. Tell me all about it.
Well, all anyone knows for sure is that there was a shipwreck. The merchant vessel Elaine went down in a terrible storm.
Oh, Elaine.
Elaine?
Only 4 crew members survived. They washed up on a remote deserted island. Some say its name was Inky Island,
Inky?
but I don't believe that.
Well, why don't you believe it?
Because there's no such island. Anyway, that's where they supposedly found Big Whoop.
But what is Big Whoop?
Whatever it was so wonderful, or so horrible, that they never wanted anyone else to find it. So, they took the map they made of the island and split it up among the 4 of them, and they all went their separate ways.
Wow. That's some story.
That is some story.
Of course, it could just be an old legend, but if I could just see the map of that island, I bet I could recognize the shape of the land and track it down myself.
My name's Guybrush. Who are you?
Wally B. Feed, at your service.
How's business?
How's business?
Terrible. No one needs any maps since no one can go anywhere thanks to Largo.
You know anything about this Largo guy?
He's just the local hood, shakes down everybody in town. Nobody comes or goes from Scab because Largo makes them pay through the nose.
Yeah, tell me about it. Where's the governor's mansion?
There is no governor on Scab. This is an anarchist cooperative of pirates, cutthroats, and other criminals. A haven for roughnecks and rebels like me. The only authority on this island is that bully Largo.
How can I get off this island as soon as possible?
Good luck. With the sailing embargo Largo's imposed on Scab, it's hard to get anywhere. Which doesn't help my business, let me tell you.
I can imagine.
I'm looking for some room and board.
Well, I hear there's a new chef down at the Bloody Lip. And the Swamp Rot Inn has all the comforts of the sea. But I think Largo's booked the whole thing.
Thanks for the lowdown.
Any time.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm a cartographer.
Carter,
You
what?
do open heart surgery? In here?
No. I'm the map-making sort of cartographer.
Oh.
Nice.
What kind of maps do you make?
Every kind a pirate could need. My eyes have seen the whole world. And there's not a part of it I haven't put down on paper. Maps are very, very important.
Or so they say.
Not to me. I don't travel.
That's even better. With good maps, you can see the whole world without leaving your living room.
You know, I could just sit and talk about maps all day.
Hey, me too.
Is that all you do? Make maps?
Well, I do some restoration work too.
Restoration
I
work.
paste them together, recopy them, paint little cupids in the corners. You know, artsy-fartsy stuff. Maps are very, very important.
Actually, I prefer to just stop and ask directions.
That's what Magellan thought. Sorry, cartographer joke.
Is longitude the sideways one, or is that latitude? I can never remember which is which.
It's so cute when you lay people try to understand geography. I could try to explain it, but it would probably just go over your head.
Would you mind if I just looked around?
No, be my guest.
Okay, so he's obsessed with maps, and he hates that Largo guy as much as anyone on this island, from the sound of it. And when I've got the 4 pieces of map, I can probably find my way to the big whoop. Good. Let's go outside. Let's see what else is on this island. Let's go to the ship. I love ships. Why is there a ship on the hill? I know these 3.
What is it?
Long time no see.
Do we know you?
These are like the 3 guys which were on the side in the town in Monkey Island 1.
I'm Guybrush. You tried to sell me the minutes of a PTA meeting in the last game, claiming it was a map?
Map? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, really.
Why did you wake us up, Gorbush?
What are you guys doing up there?
We're performing.
That's right.
They haven't
Performing.
changed.
That's what we do for a living now.
You see, after our circus failed, we started a pirate catering business on nearby Fat Island.
The sacking lunch. It was quite lucrative.
Why aren't you still doing that?
The governor of the island made us an offer we, couldn't
refuse.
refuse. So, we sold him the business.
What did you do with the money?
We sank the money into one of those newfangled glass-bottom boats
We wanted to take passengers on sightseeing trips.
and search for a place called Drinky Island in our spare time.
Boy, did we ever want to get there.
Aside from the obvious reason, we had inside information that Drinky was in fact the resting place of the legendary treasure of Big Whoop.
Whoop.
Big whoop! Did you find anything?
Not exactly.
You see, we got a bit of a raw deal on the boat.
Seems the salesman didn't have any glass for the bottom, so he just left a gaping hole there.
By the time we noticed, we were taking on water, fast.
Lol.
We ended up stranded on a tiny desert island.
How much longer is this story?
We met a philosopher on the island, and he told us something which changed our lives.
Okay.
That you're a pack of loonies?
He told us that all the world is a stage and that we are merely players. So, we became performance artists. In our current work, we portray man's response to global environmental issues of a changing world.
Oh, watch out for CO2 stuff.
How come you have to perform on that ledge?
To show the precarious nature of the situation, so to speak.
Right, right.